Hey everyone, this is Benjamin here from the African Geek, and you are welcome to this fantastic tutorial inside of Canva. Today, what we are going to be doing is this fantastic African looking design you see on my screen. So, if this is something you are interested in making, all I can say is stay tuned and I will be right back after the intro. Alright, so before we get started into the design, I want to first of all let you know that if you are looking at upgrading to Canva Pro, or you want to even try Canva Pro for free for 30 days, I have a special link in the description box below that can help you do that. And also, if you're looking at building a brand, okay, I also have a special link to Tailor Brands that can help you to get started in terms of getting the logo done, getting the domain name, your website. It helps you to do all of that, so you can also check that in the description box below. Without any much ado, let's roll into Canva and let's see how to get this design done. Alright, so you can see this is the design I made, and I will just simply click on the plus icon to create a new page like I have done over here. Okay, so looking at this design, you can see there's the background, okay, of an African sort of design, and we have so many things over here also. So let's see how to get all of that done. So first of all, come into elements, okay, and in element just search for African, okay, texture. You understand? So click on it and you see so many African textures over here, so many of them you can choose. So come into graphics, and in graphics you can see we still have a lot. Okay, so you can choose any one of your choice. I'm going to choose this one like I did earlier on. Okay, so I position this here, then I duplicate it and bring it to the bottom right, then I duplicate it again and put it here. And if you're wondering why I'm saying duplicate, it's just because I ate not long ago and I'm feeling very satisfied. Okay, so after you group all of this, just we haven't grouped them yet actually, so we just place them together, selected all of them, and by doing this you click on the first one, press and hold shift, click on the second one, and click on the third one. You can see. Alright, so then click on group, then you rotate it anyhow you want it. I forgot to make mention of something with the background color I'm using. Let me give you the background color. So the background color is CF0400. Okay, so CF6, no C, 6F0400. Then I position it here. Alright, then I click on transparency and reduce the transparency. Okay, so to 9 or to 6. You can see only this one was affected, so just I don't like to be present, so just copy, click on the top one, come to transparency, reduce it to 6. The bottom one, do the same thing for that. Okay, so you can see this is what we have at the moment. All right, so looking at this, the next thing we did was to add our text items. So press T on your keyboard for text, okay, and just in case your text is messing up, you can come over here which says text, click on add a heading and come, then you would see something like this. So I'll increase the size and I can say anything I want to say. So I can say promo if I want to. Okay, so PROMO, right, and I will come into my text and I'll choose Balu. This is the text I use. Okay, so just search for Balu in the typeface area on the font area, you will find it. Okay, so I just make it big, okay, and I position it here. Then you can see the color is white. To leave it the same, I press R on my keyboard for a rectangle if your R isn't working, or just in case you have a keyboard with misplaced arrow, you can come to element. In element, just close the search for now, and you see line and shapes as we have over here. Select this shape over here and you can just do what I'm about to do. So resize, okay, bring it to the bottom over here and turn down the width. Okay, so let me bring this shape rather in front. You can see it's disturbing us. Okay, so I bring it in front. When we finish, we'll send it back to the back, okay, so you can see over here I said excess of praise, okay, but here we can say exclusive promo. Okay, so press T on the keyboard again if your T is working. If not, then come to text and choose add a heading again. Okay, so I increase this one over here, position it here, come here and search for Ubuntu. Because I've used it already, that's why I have it here. So I can just say exclusive. Okay, or yeah, let me just say exclusive. I don't know what to actually use. Okay, so I think I use the same font. Okay, so I'll just choose Balu for this one also, and I'll say an exclusive promo. You understand? So yeah, you can also use any word at all of your choice. So I select this, choose the color black. Okay, and this is what we have at the moment. So I do this and bring it down a little bit. Then what we are simply going to do is we are going to add everything at the bottom. But before we do everything at the bottom, we'll do everything at the top. So in this case, I press T on my keyboard again, come here, I change the font type to let me use this one for now, okay, which is the ICL Gotham Medium. This was an uploaded font, and to upload your custom font, what you need is you need Canva Pro for that, okay, before you can actually add your own type of font. So if you are not ready to upgrade to Canva Pro, you can at least try it for 30 days, and the link I have down there would help you to do that. So let's dive back into Canva and see what we have to do. Okay, so let's put this here, right, and I would increase the size, and maybe I'll just put the same word I have over here. Okay, so extravagant. Okay, I put it here, and I bring it, I don't know why things are messing up. Okay, which is cool. So I will select the shape I have behind and duplicate it, bring it to the top, okay, and I will trim it this way, increase the size, position it here, turn it down, reduce this part of it, and duplicate this. So you see what we have. And I'll just do this maybe 2.0. 2.0. Okay, so you can also do any numbers of your choice. Maybe if you want to go 7.3, 8.1. This is not an Android version, so just choose maybe a whole number, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or maybe 10.1. Okay, then we also choose black for this text over here. Okay, so I think instead of the ICL, I would want to change it to Ubuntu. Okay, because the ICL doesn't give us the option to make our text italic, so I will choose Ubuntu and rather make it italic, something like this. Okay, so let me just increase the size a little bit, okay, and increase this side also, so you can see what we are trying to do. You understand? So you see everything is actually falling in shape. So the next thing we're going to do is to add all the things we have down here. Okay, so to do that, we come into element, and in element click on see all. Then you see this rounded shape. Okay, so you select it, reduce the size, trim it as much as you can, and do what I'm doing. So we just position this here, then we change the color to black. Okay, then I'll just simply maybe copy the venue, paste it here, and I would choose 0. Okay, this is just to save some time. You understand? Yeah. I watched the video some days ago, and the guy wanted to say you understand, but he said it in a funny way, and what he said was you get it, but I know it's not funny. So alright, so let's come back, and I will increase the size of this, and when you add this text over here, you just select the part you want. Okay, so venue, and you can just change the color. Okay, yeah. Then there were some subtext I also had at the bottom, so I just choose this two, okay, and I paste them here, right? So then I just choose 0, okay, and choose 0 for this one also, right? Then I just duplicate this, okay, position it here, position this one also here. If it goes behind, okay, you wouldn't be copying and pasting, but just in case, you just have to come on this triple dot, click on positions, and bring to forward, okay, or select forward. Then we just trim everything like this. Then we can duplicate it and position it here also, and bring this one to the front. Okay, yeah, you bring your text to the front like that. Okay, so then we also trim it this way. So now what you're going to do is, you can see the background is already selected. So press and hold shift and click all the text, okay, and the shape. Then we center it right here. You understand? So you can see we've been able to do a lot. You understand? So what I'm going to do is I'll select the background. You understand? And okay, so select the background and come to lock, then just lock it. Okay, so now that we've done this, we'll just select all of this and we will rotate it this way. Okay, so we are not done yet. I know you're waiting for the sweet part, which we are going to get to shortly. So what we are going to do is, I come into uploads, and if I scroll down, you see I already have this uploaded, and you'll be wondering where I got this from. What I did was I went to Google, okay, and I searched for African drum, which I'm going to show you, and there were so many options, but I carefully had to go through and search the one which would actually fit what I was trying to do, because looking at the color, looking at the feel and everything, it has to fit whatever we have to do. Okay, so just click on the plus icon or create a new tab, and you can just search for African drum, right, you guys? Okay, so African drum, and just come into images. So in images, you see there's so many options over here. Okay, so depending on the one you actually want to use, you can simply select it and use it. Okay, so also just in case you see or you get to find similar things like what I'm doing, what you can do is you can just maybe select this one like this. Okay, and when you come here, you get so many other options. Okay, so what you can simply do is you can just right click and copy the image. All right, come into Canva and use Ctrl V to paste the image, and it would actually work. Okay, so yeah, you can see we have it uploaded. Okay, so that's what we do. So now this is where I think you need Canva Pro. You understand? So if you have Canva Pro, then you are simply going to remove the background of the image. But if you are on the free version of Canva, what you can do is you can rather use remove the BG, okay, or you can use tailormail.com/trace to remove the background of your image and upload it into Canva. You understand? So instead of doing the copy and paste, you rather have to download the image, send it to remove.bg or tailormail.com/trace to remove the background before you upload it into Canva. Okay, so you can simply pause this video, and when you are done with everything, you can just press on the play button to continue. And I think while you do that, you can simply like this video, just to show some appreciation. All right, so what we are going to do now is to click on edit image and click on the BG remover. And interestingly, Canva uses the premium or the pro version of remove the BG. That's why anytime you remove the background with Canva, it doesn't reduce the quality of your image. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if this information was necessary, but I think it's rather nice that you get to know. Okay, so now that we have this, we just increase the size of this, you understand, and you can see what we did. So we come to apply, and you have to ensure your design is saved before you start adding other things. So now it's saved. So I scroll down, I come to glow. Okay, I double click. See this how it's looking. We haven't really seen anything. So with the size, increase the size a little bit, reduce the transparency, rather increase the transparency, and the blurriness, set it to 0. Then change the color to white. Okay, so I think just adjust the size according to how you like it. Then click on apply. Okay, so you can see it's been applied to our design. Okay, so I have mine. Okay, this is the original format of my image, but if yours is looking very straight, you can rotate it a little bit. I don't know what this is happening, like why this is happening. Okay, I think this is now fine. Okay, so I position this here and I duplicate it. Okay, and we have another copy, but we don't want all to be pointing the same direction, so we come to flip and we flip horizontal. Okay, then we just position this over here. So you can see how they are looking. That's the same thing we did over here. All right, so select everything, okay, and if it's too rotated, just adjust it a little bit, and I'll send it to the top a little bit. Okay, nice one. Okay, so now I'm going to come into elements, okay, when I come back and just search for splash. Okay, so there are so many options, okay, but this is the one we are looking for. So when you click on it, you can actually, rotate it and use it anyhow you want. We change the color to white, okay, then we use the flip option, okay, to flip it horizontally. So I position this one here, duplicate it, and we flip it. No, what am I doing? Okay, yeah, so just flip it vertically and you just rotate. Okay, there you come and position it somewhere here. Okay, so this this is how we have it right now. All right, okay, then I just maybe position this one down here a little bit, then I just duplicate this, maybe position it here, but I reduce the size, okay, just like we have over here. All right, so now what we are going to do is we are going to add this shadow over here, and with this shadow you can find it in there's a link actually down there in the description where you can, it's a Google one, so you can find it, get on Google Drive, and just download it, okay, then upload it into Canva. If you always watch my tutorial, then you should have it by now. Okay, so I come into my uploads and I'm just going to search for it, so I will skip this process. All right, so you can see this is it. All right, so I position it here and we'll just have to rotate it 90 degrees. Okay, then you can trim it into half and increase the size. Okay, so we just increase the size, very big or very small depending on how you want it, but I just want mine to be like this. Okay, then I first of all send this one to the back. Okay, so you can just come to position and be clicking backward. Okay, so that's all I am going to do. Then we come to edit image, okay, and we scroll down and search for dual tone. So this is dual tone, and you can simply click on see all. When you click on see all, just choose any one at all. Okay, you click on it on the first time, it applies the particular colors, and click on it again so that you have the option to change the colors to however you want it. So we click on the highlight, choose a yellow, okay, and my yellow is FFB800. All right, then we come to shadows and choose the same color for the shadow, then click on apply. Then after you do that, all right, this is how it's going to look like. And the reason why it's looking this way is because the design is currently paused or it's not saved yet. Once it gets saved, this is how it's going to look like. Okay, so then you can simply just choose the design backwards. So press and hold Control and be clicking so that you can get what's behind. Then I'll center my design. I will come to transparency. I almost forgot, and I will reduce the transparency slightly. Okay, so you can see how this is looking, but you see that it looks a bit more in the front also. So what I did was I just duplicated it. So when you duplicate, it comes to the front and we just bring it down here. Okay, so you see how everything is looking. Okay, so before we wrap up, you can see that on my text we did some interesting things on my text. All right, so sorry, I don't know why things are messing up this, so I think it's because of the background, so I'll just make sure. Okay, so we zoom in. Okay, then I come to element, and in element what I'm going to do is I'll close this up and I would go into line and shapes. So click on see all. So first of all, we have this triangle, but with this triangle you can't actually resize it. Okay, it only increases and decreases. You can't actually trim it how you want it. So we choose this one, that is let me see the name, isosceles triangle. Okay, yeah, then I trim it how I want it and make it longer. Okay, so you can see what we are trying to do, and I make it smaller and I pull it down the more and make it smaller. Okay, then I rotate. So I'm just going to show you the first steps of how I did it. Okay, make it smaller, position it here, and I change the color did I even use. Okay, so I use the background color. So I change the color to the brown, duplicate it, bring it here. Okay, you can see it's here. Duplicate it, bring it here. Duplicate it again, and maybe here, sort of. You get it? Duplicate it and bring it over here to the A. With the O, I found an interesting way to go about it. So you trim, put it here, or all the curved items, okay? With the N, maybe let's put it on one end. Position it here. So if you are trying to resize and it's not moving, just keep on zooming in. Okay, it'll make you, it'll give you the option. Understand? So yeah. So I select this one, duplicate it, and bring it over here. I rotate it how I want it, duplicate it, rotate, position it here. You can see how it's looking. Okay, so with the L, I'll leave the C and move to the L. Okay, so I click on it, duplicate, and rotate. Okay, position here. Okay, then with the remaining ones, I'll just skip the process. Okay. Right, so now that I've done that, I will just select all of them. Okay, so I'm just pressing and holding shift while I select all of these things. Okay, then I just change the color to white. Okay, and this didn't change, so I change it to white. And when I zoom out, okay, so hold this and select this and come here and select this one also, change the color to white. All right, so you can see with the curved items, okay, you can see we have this curved thing over here. So what we are going to do, or what we are simply going to do, is we will come back into element. Okay, just go back and search for curve. Okay, there are so many options you'd have. Okay, so let's come to graphics, and in graphics, just simply scroll down. There are so many options you will get. All right. Okay, so if you're not getting, just come back to all. And I saw one. Okay, so this can be used, this can also be used, and this can also be used. Okay, I think I use this. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm not so sure. Okay, so I can just reduce it, okay, and position it on top somewhere. Okay, and rotate it. At this point, you actually have to take your time and do it. Okay, so I change the color to the same color, duplicate. Okay, and we'll just change. Yeah, the color is already changed, but I think there was a different one I used, which I can't really remember. But this also can be used if we change the color. Okay, just make it smaller, and maybe we can position it here, rotate it, make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so depending on how you want to, so I'll just keep it simple like this, and duplicate it, rotate it like this, move it here, understand, and push it over here. All right, so then we can change the color to white. We can just duplicate it. All right, rotate it and position it here, which is looking cool. Position it here, and we can reduce the size, rotate, okay, and have it over here. I'm really taking my time, not it's not an intention to waste your time, but so that you can simply follow and it wouldn't look like magic. So you can see what we have over here, and this is what we did. And yes, I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Just in case you can hear some sound coming from outside, there's a lot of fans who are just happy for me making this video. The name is Benjamin, and don't forget that I have some links down there that can actually help you. Check them out. Go to Canva, try Canva out for free, and check out other links I have, and my website. I know a lot of you have been waiting patiently for the freebies website. It will be coming up shortly. I'm still working on it. It's not up yet, but it's currently still a work in progress. The name is Benjamin, and always remember, there is no limit to creativity. I will see you in my next video.